Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to Raven's Escape Crafts. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're not, oh, I have stuff on my finger. Welcome back. I am Sue, the host of Raven and owner of Raven's Escape Crafts. I'm back today with another witch hat on this Monday, October Monday. How was everybody's weekend? How's everybody doing? How are you all? It's a Monday. Okay, hold on. Ooh. So, yeah, this is my newest witch hat I made. I absolutely love these colors. I am so in love with this witch hat. I apologize, my lipstick. I put lipstick on and it's like half off. I should have put more on, but I love these colors. I think it's like a unique witch hat. It should be available in my shop today. Should be available by the time I get this video up. So I didn't get like a ton done this weekend as far as projects and things like that. I don't have like a ton to share with you. This is really the only new witch hat I have because I've been working on I'm making another black and white. This will be my third one. I think I have 3 or 4 of the gray ones up for sale now in my Etsy shop, and then this one's gonna go up in the shop today, dropping. I think it's really cute. There's still time to get it. I ship out the same day, or usually the next day. I shouldn't say same day, next day. So there is still time to get it before Halloween. You're running out of time, but I can still get it to you before Halloween. So if there's something you're interested in, please, please, please let me know. I can get it to you. I have the black and white ones available, the gray ones available, and there's a bunch of other colors of witch hats available. Sparkly ones, sparkly Halloween ones. If that's something you're looking for, I even have like a candy corn colored one. I have a bunch of multicolored witch hats available for Halloween. They're nice, they're warm, and like I said, the part that I absolutely love about these witch hats is that you can wash them, put them in the dryer. They hold up well. You're not gonna have, they don't like, so many of the normal witch hats that you buy they don't last. I've had so many witch hats over the years that have like cardboard in them and they get wet once and they're destroyed or they get moldy. These you can wash, you can dry, you can wear them again and again and again and again and again. And like I said, they're super comfortable. They're not that heavy. And they're super fun colors. They're different, if you want a different kind of witch hat that nobody else has, I have them in my shop. So how's everybody doing? I get asked that before, I know. Let's see. So last week, I don't think I only made one video. That's kind of because I had, they're trying to get me assistance. I've told you guys about my foot problems and stuff like that. If you've been here, if not, long story short, I had cellulitis in my feet. I did not take care of it. I did not get it taken care of. I did not go to a doctor because I don't have insurance and I don't love doctors. And I let it get really, really bad to the point where I had huge ulcers on my feet. I ended up septic. I ended up in the hospital. I am on the road to recovery, but I am unable to walk at this point in time because my feet are so bad. I can shuffle along with a walker if I have to, ride in a wheelchair if I need, but I'm pretty much stuck, for the most part. So, and I have been for well over a year at this point. So, so basically, they've been trying to get me assistance to try to get me some help, for like around the house and stuff like that. And of course I need a visiting nurse, and of course I need some sort of insurance so I can go to all these other doctors. So I was approved for it last week. Yay. So finally. Now I don't know all the details. I don't know what all is covered, but I did have the lady come from the program on Thursday and had like a 3-hour appointment with her. try to see what I'm eligible for and what I get. So basically, I'm going to get a helper, somebody to come in and help around the house, which will be nice because my husband's been doing a ton of stuff around the house, and because I'm unable to do it, and then they'll be able to like help me get food and help me get washed up and things like that, which will be nice because again, like my husband's been having to do all this stuff and it's a lot for him, with the 2 kids running around, them running around all the time, busy with band and all sorts of other stuff. So he's been doing that. So that I get. I do get some sort of health insurance. I don't have all the details on that yet. I got a few packets in the mail I have to read up on. To see what exactly I need to do, and I'm waiting for the card for it so I can make some appointments. But I don't have that yet, so like I said, so I was busy last week with that, and then the kids were busy last week. They had stuff all weekend. Well, they had Mondays and Wednesdays they have band. Tuesday they have, I don't think they had anything last Tuesday. Oh, but I think, no. They didn't have anything on Tuesday, but then Thursday they had, Logan had a Mu Alpha Theta meeting, and then Friday they had a football game, and then Saturday they had the Emmaus Halloween Parade, and then Sunday they had Hellertown Halloween Parade. So it was a busy weekend and a busy week. I just didn't get a chance to make a second video last week. Like I said, we were trying to get keep everything together. Plus we're trying to like decorate for Halloween and get ready for that. And the week after Halloween, my husband has a DJ gig. So we're trying to get ready for that. Trying to think what else. I don't know. That was pretty much the busy part of last week. So I did on Saturday is the one Halloween parade that's around here, and it's a tradition. I've been going to this Halloween parade since I was a kid, and we go now. I don't know how it is. So in case you don't have like Halloween parades like this in your area, here in this town, it's a smaller. It's not a big. It's not a tiny town. But it's a smaller town in Pennsylvania. We have a tradition of having a Halloween parade every year, and it's at night, and the entire town like sort of turns into a party, and it has forever. I mean, all the businesses have stuff going on. Everybody that lives anywhere near the parade has a party, invites people over. There's a lot of alcohol involved. There's a lot of people drinking, sitting out watching the parade. The cops are there, but they turn like a blind eye to it because the whole town turns into a big party, and it always has. In fact, in my 20s, I went one time. We were invited to a party. It was my fiance and my best friend and I at the time. So I went to, sorry, there's a Kit Kat behind me. I went to the party, and we decided, my best friend and I decided to wander around town a little bit. So we got to the party. Of course, they made us take a drink. And then we decided to wander around because she had family and friends. She had family in town. I had friends in town. I wanted to just visit. So we walked up to her family, right? And they're like, oh, grab a beer, grab a drink, grab a breakfast. So, of course, we're like, no. They're like, yeah, have a drink. So now we have our second drink of the day. No big deal. Okay. Oh, have another one before you go. No. Okay. We're going to just go. No. Take one to walk around with. Okay. So we did. So now we're on our third drink. So then we go walking up to the main street, and I'm walking past. I hear, hey, Susie. I hear it was somebody I worked with at the time. And she's like, oh my God, come up here, blah, blah, blah. You should have a beer, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. We're just gonna walk around. We just wanted to say hi to people, blah blah blah. She's like, yeah, yeah, have a beer, have a beer. I'm like, no, 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 we're good. So yes, I hear you. And so she's like, I'm like, no, no, no. Well, one of her neighbors goes out and they're like, oh my God, we made this stuff. You got to try it. Okay. So I get handed red Solo cups. Now I'm taking shots of something. Okay. So we're on our fourth drink. Keep walking down the street. See more people I know. Oh my God. Sorry. Oh, I can't hear. Sorry. So we go up there and it's like, oh, have a beer. Oh my God. And then of course, so we get back to the party that we're at. I'm half lit, or probably more than half lit. So we go back to the party. Well, of course, now the parade starts. We're watching the parade. They're bringing out beer after beer after beer after beer. Like as soon as, like they're handing you beers. I mean, it was crazy. Then they're bringing shots out. I mean, we drank so much that night. That was like one of the few times in my whole life I've been like, I don't really remember how I got home. But yeah. So that's how our Halloween parades go in this small town. And I like I said, I've been going to it since I'm a little kid. My mom even used to take me. My dad used to take me. So yes, my parents were together, but they didn't go to the Halloween parade together. I don't know. Don't ask. So we went to my kids are in this Halloween parade. It's band. And my husband was going. One of his friends lives not too far from the parade. So every year, recently, we were going to his house. And him and his roommates, they have a little party, make food, blah, blah, blah. So I was like so bummed out because last year I didn't get to go to the parade because my feet were too bad. 2 years ago when I went, it was really, really rough. Last year I didn't get to go at all. I was upset because I really, 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 really love going to this parade. So last minute, right before my husband's ready to leave, he's like, do you think you could do it if I take the wheelchair and like push you down there? And I'm like, I don't know. Well, I did it. This is the first time I got out of the house and just did something for fun in well over a year, which was nice. It was really nice. It was nice to get out of the house. It was nice to go see the parade. It was nice to be around people, even though I was in the wheelchair. And Lord knows, the ride down to it's like 4 blocks from their house to the parade on these bumpy streets, on sidewalk. I mean, I feel bad. You know what? You don't realize, you see all this stuff for like making things accessible for people. And when you're walking and when you're fine, you don't really think about it too much, And then when you're in a wheelchair or something, holy crap. I mean, I have a whole different understanding of why people in wheelchairs and why people with disabilities complain. Because, I mean, it was the most harrowing ride. I mean, we were trying to stay on the sidewalks. They were so unkept, Then we went in the street and then we're like people were almost hitting us with cars. It was so harrowing. I was not thrilled until we got down to the parade. But it was good to sit at the parade. I had a lot of fun. We went, afterward, we went back to their house and we had tacos and my husband picked up the kids and they got to come back and have tacos and we got to hang out for a while. It was just a nice night. Yesterday was a different story, and I'm still super bummed because I had a really nice day on Saturday, and then yesterday kind of went to crap on me. I don't know. It just was not a good day at all. It was a lot of little stuff, but it just turned out to be like the crummiest day. I was sad all day. I was upset all day. Everybody was, I mean, I understand. The kids are tired. My husband's tired. Everybody's tired and overwhelmed and everything else. And everybody gets grumpy and, which is what happened. I'm not going to lie. Everybody was grumpy and I was trying to be in a good mood and they weren't having it. And it just upset me, something terrible. I just wanted to be in a good mood because I hadn't been out of the house in so long. And I finally had like a moment to, enjoy, you know. And then it got taken away in just an instant, and I was back to, you know, it's just hard. It's hard when people are snipping at you and snapping at you. And like I said, I understand they're tired. I understand that they didn't mean it, and that everybody's just tired and frustrated. But it's still, especially when you're in a good mood and everybody else is in a bad mood, it's like, it's really hard, and it really bummed me out that I just couldn't have a nice day and then the next day be okay too. Like, I paid for it. Like I got to have a little bit of fun, and then I paid for it yesterday. I'm still bummed. I'm still super bummed. You know, and I'm trying to get myself out of it. I'm trying to keep my spirits up, and I'll get my spirits back up. I just, you know, it's just hard. It's hard to sit around here and do nothing half the time. And then, like I said, you finally get an opportunity to go do something, and then the next day everybody's got an attitude. And, oh, and then I'm working on, it's a funny story. This is not going to be the longest video ever, just because I need a minute. But, so funny story. So, my kids, we're not, okay, I'm not that mom that makes every Halloween costume and it looks absolutely beautiful. No, God, no. No. I will buy a Halloween costume in a hot minute. But, however, if the kids wanted to do something that was something we maybe couldn't find something for easily, or we wanted like a better costume, we did make things, right? So, number of years, I made stuff for the kids' costumes. Well, so, and of course, obviously, we know I crochet. So, obviously, I've given many gifts to people at school, kids at school, groups of, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, last week, I get a message from one of my son's friends that he's trying to be this character from a video game, Deltarune. I had never heard of it. But he can't find a costume. And so I searched for a costume for him, thinking, well, maybe I can find a costume, but to no avail. No, there was no costumes available. So he needs something made. So he's like, well, I think I could get like, because the guy wears like he just wears like a black shirt, black pants, but then he wears like boots, and he has like armor, but then he has this cape. So this kid says to me, you know, I could do the black under stuff. He's like, can you make the armor? I said, there's no way I can make armor, and it's too close to Halloween. You know, I won't get it done in time. There's just no way. I've made soft armor for cosplay, but it's very time consuming and very intricate, and just not something I was willing to do for this close to Halloween. Had it been like end of September, early October, yeah, I could have worked on it like here and there, but this close. So then he's like, what about the cape? Could you do the cape? Well, guess who's sewing a cape? So we're working on it. I am not a seamstress in any way, shape, or form, but for a costume, I think I can handle it. It's getting there. I'm doing the edges, sewing up the edges. I gotta iron it, and then I have to, he wants something, vinyls put on, so I'm waiting for HTV to come today from Amazon, and then I'm going to cut out with a Cricut, and we can iron it on, and hopefully this cape will be done. I'm working on the sewing today, which I am not a seamstress. I am not the best with sewing. It's one of those things, you know, sewing is one of those things where, like, my mom never sewed. You know, she could hand stitch if a button came off or something. She would put a hand stitched hem in a pair of pants for us if we needed it. She used to sew patches on everything. Ugh, I still have nightmares about that. So, but she was not a seamstress in any way, shape, or form. In fact, funny story, I took home ec in junior high school. And we were making stuff, and the thing I wanted to make was a lot more intricate than I had time for at school. So I talked to the home ec teacher, and she's like, well, if you have a sewing machine at home, you can gladly take it home and work on it at home if you want to. And I'm like, well, I don't have a sewing machine at home. So then she's like, well, maybe I can find you one to borrow. So I went home and I said, well, about this project. And I said, I need a sewing machine. And my mom's like, oh, we have a sewing machine. I'm like, we do? I have never seen it in my life. And she's like, oh, it's in this table over here. So here, this table in her bedroom, had this sewing machine in it. I had no idea, none whatsoever. So obviously, my mother was not one to teach me how to sew. Now, my dad's mom, she sewed all the time. She made clothing. She made all sorts of things for around the house. She sewed. She had 10 sewing, or at least 5 sewing machines in her basement for all different kinds of things. I remember when she passed away, I really wanted to take them with me, and my dad's like, there's nowhere to put them. We're not taking all these sewing machines. I still wish I had some of those sewing machines, because I bet you they would be pretty good. So the extent of my knowledge of, is this? Oh, that's just a string. Sewing came from home ec class, and I would love to be a great seamstress. I would love to be able to sew well. I struggle with it. Very difficult. I for some reason, I don't know. I mean, it's not that I haven't tried. It's not that I haven't watched videos. It's not that I haven't tried to learn. I have actually successfully made 2 quilts. I've made and quilted them. I made a couple of sets of curtains for my kitchen already. I've made quite a few other things. But they're not spectacular in any way, shape, or form. They are not perfect in any way, shape, or form. Oh, we worked on masks over COVID. I've made a bunch of things. I can sew some stuff up. I've cut curtains. I've done plenty of curtains and things like that. I never did a shirt or something. My husband's a lot better with that than I am. So I am using my basic sewing skills to try to make this poor kid a cape, so he has a cape for Halloween. I'll be glad when it's done, because I am super stressing out about it. I'm trying really hard to get it done, and it's a lot of work. And like I said, it's hard because I'm just not great at it. I'm trying to sew it up. I mean, these are my lines. I mean, they're okay. I mean, obviously I have to cut some of this off. This fabric was fraying something terrible, but I didn't want to buy expensive fabric because it's just a Halloween costume. It's going to get worn once and probably tossed somewhere and never worn again. So, I don't want to make a huge deal out of it. But I'm getting frays everywhere and trying to handle that. I don't know. I'm working on it. We'll see how it turns out. I hope he's okay with it. I hope he's excited. I'm doing my best. So yeah, so we got that. I was working on that, and I have to finish that today, and I want to work on my witch hats again and post this hat up on Etsy. I don't really have any other plans today. What are you guys up to? It's a little dreary out today instead of sunny and happy, and so I'm just trying to kind of get my mojo back. Like I said, yesterday was just a super frustrating day, and I'm trying to get my mojo back today. It's not working very well. It's not, but I did pay all my bills. Well, I paid bills this morning. Yeah, that's always fun. And now I'm working on this. And hopefully I can get this done in a little while. And then when Amazon shows up, I can finish it, and get it off to him. So that is my plans for right now. What are you guys up to? Anybody got anything to share with me? Anything fun? And do anything Halloween-y? Any kind of pumpkin or apple or, anything this weekend? Anything fall related? Anything super fun? I miss doing all kind of fall stuff. We used to do so much fall stuff, and obviously now I'm limited as to what I can do, but we'll see. And then the kids have, oh my God, so many parades and football games this week. Oh, it's ridiculous. They are going to be busy all week long and all next weekend. So we will see what gets going on. So I'm gonna hopefully I'll get to do another video this week and update you guys, and hopefully I'll have more fun stuff to talk about and do, and I'll be in a little bit better mood. I'm like I said, I am trying desperately to get in a better mood. I just yesterday was so bummy and so I was, you know what I mean, when you're like on such a high and you're in such a good mood and then like everybody's grumpy, it's just so hard to keep yourself happy, and I did not successfully do that. So I'll get better. I'll get out of it. I'll get out of this funk. Ugh. We all have funks, right? I don't know where this little stuff that's flying around, probably from this sewing. But I hope you all have a wonderful Monday. I'm sorry I don't have more to show you today, so I don't have more to talk about today. Hopefully I'll be in a much, much better mood, and even maybe this afternoon. Like I said, I have a terrible headache, which isn't helping anything, which is probably from the weather, because it feels like sinus related. So hopefully the sun will come out at some point and my head will get better, and then maybe my mood will get better. We'll see. I don't know. So in the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you all are doing something fun. I hope you're doing something fall related that you're enjoying. I hope you do something that puts a smile on your face today. I'm going to try to do that myself today. I need to do that for myself today. And I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you, and choose love every day. Bye, everybody.